Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. Oh, Marseille, what are we doing today? Let's see, we can think of all kinds of crap to think about, talking about today. Monster. That shit don't kill you, nothing will. Anyway, what are we going to talk about? I ran into James Boone yesterday. He was at the terminal in Coon Rapids and come up and introduced himself to me. Actually, the first time I've ever met him face to face. He got turned on to Magnum through my YouTube channel 2 years ago. So he's been with Magnum for 2 years. And said that he used me as a referral, and I went, man, that's really cool, I appreciate that. And he stayed for a year, so I got the full bonus. And he goes, but you probably know about that. And I said, no, actually, I don't keep track of that at all, nor do I even look at it. Which brings me to the topic that I want to talk about today. Now, I did ask James, I said, so James, how do you like your job here at Magnum? He goes, dude, I love it. He goes, I ain't going nowhere. He goes, this is the best trucking job I ever had. He goes, thank you very much. I said, that's the reason why I do my YouTube channel. Man, help guys out. Find a good place to go to work. Place you can call home, you know what I mean? And you know, there's a lot of people that talk shit about that. We'll treat you just like family. How often do you hear that crap? Very rare, by the way. You know, I'm Facebook friends with my dispatchers and driver managers and guys in the shop. And, you know, whether it's we interact with each other than work. And it's just, I mean, it's really cool to have that kind of relationship. Like one of my dispatchers, I was on Facebook the other night, and I just left Oklahoma, and I was about the Arkansas line. And she goes, I hope you don't mind I called you, but I saw you were on Facebook, so I knew you were up and awake. She goes, I got a driver that's in trouble in Oklahoma City, and he can't get out from underneath the load, and it needs to be delivered at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, man, Jen, sorry, I'm already almost 4 hours away from there, dear. And she goes, okay, well, never mind. I thought it was worth a shot, you know. But that type of interaction, you know, where you actually talk to each other like you're friends, like every time the phone rings, it's not like somebody trying to crawl up your ass about something. Excuse me. You know, that's a cool place to work. But what I wanted to talk about, and I do, I mean, I wave that Magnum banner. But I want to talk to you all a little bit about the difference in that and what you're seeing a lot of guys do on YouTube. There are so-called big YouTube truckers. And if you're just coming into the industry, you don't know it. All you see is, oh, they're the big YouTube truckers. They're the all, end all, know all, right? Maybe not. These big YouTube truckers, let me tell you something. They're, I'm really searching for the words here to not say bad things. Because I'll tell you, I don't watch them. Matter of fact, I don't watch any YouTube trucking. Now, sometimes I go over to the dark side and listen to James Hensley. I don't know why I love that guy. He's just a freaking animal. Maybe that's why. But about half full of shit most of the time, but you know, he's fun. He's the kind of guy you want to drink beer with. Probably end up going to jail with him too, so probably not a good idea. But anyway, let's see. Every once in a while I watch Sammy, you know, makes sense. Let me think of who else I watch. I really don't watch anybody. I don't watch anybody, any trucking on YouTube. I mean, come on. We do this all day, every day. I'm looking for entertainment. Probably the last thing I'm going to do is jump on YouTube and look up about trucking. I mean, come on. But back about these big YouTube truckers. They're and you notice they're always promoting a company. Come on over here, use me as a referral. They're really working that referral money, and I don't have a problem with somebody making referral money. But if that's all you're doing, if you're just promoting a company because they'll pay you, if you're just doing it for the money, you're a freaking prostitute is what you are. And some of these big YouTube truckers that the young guys look up to when they first come into the industry, most of these guys can't hold a freaking job. I've been here with Magnum for 4 years. When I come back in the industry, I was very picky and choosy about what I wanted. And Magnum hit all the boxes better than anybody else, so that's where I come. Now, I had no idea I'd be making the kind of money I am now. Here it is 4 years later. And I don't mind telling you either. I haul freight for 65 cents a mile, 70 cents a mile for hazmat loads. And I run 12,000 miles a month. So whip out your calculator, do the math, you'll figure it out. I do real well. But I wonder about these YouTubers. They're saying, come over to this company, come over to that company. Let me give you the 1 month review. Yeah, they'll give you a 1 month review. You're probably never going to see a 1 year review out of them because they ain't going to be there that long. There's one YouTuber, supposedly a big YouTuber. Man. This is where I get quiet, because if you got something nice to say, you gotta keep your mouth shut. But they're giving y'all bad scoop. Now this guy's telling you that he's got all the answers, and he'll tell you how to be successful at trucking. I'm starting to wonder. Well, I'm an owner-op. Man, you can hang that shit in the wind, too. Just because you're an owner-op don't mean nothing. There's a bunch of owner-ops out there losing their ass. There's a lot of guys out there that run an owner-ops just keeping afloat, making their truck payment, paying their bills, and staying on the road just to keep from going broke. Because just because you're an owner-op don't mean you're good at it, all right? And then there are those guys that are owner-ops that stick their nose down at guys like, oh, he's just a company driver. So, why not? Man, I love being a company driver. I ain't got squat to worry about. Nothing. Now, I'll tell you, the truck I'm in right now, I got 148,000 miles. It's a new 2020 Peterbilt. She's a good truck. Since I've had her, she's not thrown one single fault code. She doesn't need to go to the shop not one single time. This is a good truck. Luck of the draw, but she's a good truck. I'm not one of those guys that give my truck a name either. What kind of weird shit is that? But anyway, I've seen a couple of these big YouTubers get popular and get all warm and cozy to the right guy and have somebody else sign, get their truck for them, get their financing provided for them, and then they go on board with that person, and dude, it's not even a year. The guy that really helped them out and tried to give them a helping hand to get their start, they basically stab them in the back. Not real high morals, if you know what I mean. And then they bounce from company to company, saying, come over here, this is the best company since sliced bread. 1 month review. Well, 6 months ain't gonna be there. 6 months from now, they will not be there. They're always chasing the greener grass on the other side of the fence or something. Which is crazy. Find a really good company. One that's a really good fit. Gets you home when you want to go home. Takes care of you. It's not crapping in your cereal box every morning. You know? Find a place that you enjoy to say, yeah, this is where I work. It's some place you can be proud of. And some place that'll pay you, you know. Anyway, it's got to be an all-around good fit. But these guys out here just working you new guys for referral fees, and they're jumping companies every 6 months to a year. I don't know if that's somebody you want to take your advice from. Just saying. I probably hammered on that enough, but that was kind of the topic of the day that I was hearing yesterday from shenanigans that were going on amongst the big YouTube truckers. Yeah, oh well. I don't want to be YouTube famous. I like my little channel. I like my audience. I like the guys that watch my videos. The people that watch my videos and interact with me, they're good people. I mean, let's just face it, it's not a crap show like you see going on everywhere else. Good people. And that's what I want to surround myself with. Good people and successful people. Because birds of a feather flock together. So they can keep all that BS and backstabbing and taking advantage of each other. They can keep all that over there on those other channels as far as I'm concerned. I want no part of it. Oh, let's see, what else I got? Barry, my retired highway patrolman, I just got off the phone with him. This is crazy. He was trying to find the yard, man. Find the yard in Fargo. Find the home terminal. Give you an idea how often we go there. I knew one guy that was here with Magnum. He'd been with the company 6 years. And he'd only been to a Magnum terminal 3 times in the 6 years he'd been here. They pretty much leave us alone, let us get out here and run. We need service, we can get service done out here on the road if need be. Now they prefer us to bring the truck back in for a PM, but it just don't always work out that way. We take our trucks home just like owner operators. You know, when I come into I was bringing a load up from Tulsa into Minneapolis, and a dispatcher called me the day before I got to Minneapolis. He's like, Walt, I got a load going to Charlotte, I got a load going to Mississippi, I got a load going to New Jersey, I got a load going to Salt Lake City. Others, he's rattling off where he's got loads going to. I said, well, hell, I'll take that load going to Mississippi. Shot myself in the foot with that one. How did I know that storm was going to blow in the next 2 days, right? I probably should watch the weatherman more often. But I like watching the weatherman out of Brazil and Jamaica and places like that. It makes me feel better. Well, I didn't have enough, you know, today's video was probably more of a rant than anything. I just got done chowing down. Everybody brags about my breakfast burritos. All it is sauteed onions, some hot sausage, and some eggs with a little Miracle Whip on it, wrapped in a flour tortilla and cheese. Yum. Anyway, me and Bangers just got done feeding her face. What are you doing back here sleeping, Bangers? That's what she's doing. She She got a fat belly, had breakfast. She's crashed. But anyway, I got a couple of videos I need to put out that require editing. They're going to be more funny than anything. Anyway, that's what it is. So, what are my words for wisdom for the day? You know, I have no words of wisdom for the day. I'm just enjoying life. I've been rocking out to this radio station for a while. Anyway, I guess that's all I got for the day. Hey, y'all have a blessed day. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, you too can save the world. All you got to do is be nice to each other. Bye-bye.